All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Peak to Middle School. My name is Narwhal.
My name is Kyle.
How's it going?
It's going good. How about you?
It's going good.
How's your cavity?
What if that was how our podcast was?
Oh, yeah. So what'd you do today?
I had some toast.
But I smelled onions when I walked in.
Well,
You had onions and toast?
I had onions and toast. What about you?
Were the onions on the side?
What did you have today?
I made a smoothie with berries, and I chopped up a carrot.
You put a carrot in your smoothie?
Yeah.
Damn.
It didn't taste like anything.
Damn. Anyways, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Be sure to smack that like button.
Okay. So how was your cavity?
It was good. When I left, I took a Snapchat of like trying to smile, and it was weird because the whole left side of my face was numb, and so I couldn't smile except the right half. And I sent to our friends like, "Oh, I can't smile because my face is numb." And my one friend was like, thought I was having a stroke.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really clarify that it was because of the dentist. And if someone all of a sudden half their face goes numb, that's kind of a sign of a stroke.
Yeah.
But I didn't have a stroke, so.
But it didn't hurt?
No, everything's great. I used to have gingivitis. My gums would bleed all the time because I never flossed ever.
Yeah.
How bad do you lie?
I didn't lie last time.
Do you tell them?
I went to the dentist last week.
I don't floss ever.
I was like, I just don't floss.
What did they say? Were they disappointed?
She was like, yeah, well, I'm glad you're being honest, but you should. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah, no, for sure. I will.
And then you're like, oh, I will.
And then I flossed for one day, and then I
Yeah.
never floss again.
Or you just don't even floss because they floss for you at the dentist. So you're like, that's enough flossing for the next 6 months.
Yeah, exactly. But I actually think I'm going to start flossing.
Okay.
I've flossed once since I've been to the dentist, so once in the last week. So once a week, that's an improvement.
Yeah, once a week is substantially better than none in 3 years.
Yeah. I mean, there's occasional flossing, like if I get some corn in my teeth.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, why did you not go to a dentist for 3 years? Like, that's pretty...
Yeah. Was it really 3? I think it really was 3 years. That's bad.
Dude, for all you know, you could have had like 40 cavities.
But I didn't. I had none.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so I went to the dentist like before I moved in Sammamish, and that was when I was 18. And then I was in college, and then I came back, and then we moved.
And your mom never tried to tell you, like, hey, when you're at college, like, try and find a dentist.
I just
or
never
like...
did. I was always like, oh, all right.
Yeah,
sent me a bunch of dentists and stuff that I could have gone to, and I just never went. Yeah, and then 3 years later, here I am. And my mom finally had enough, and she said, you're making an appointment. And I said, yes, ma'am.
Nice. Growing up, when your mom would tell you to do something, would you ever... If it's something that she wanted you to do, but you knew it wasn't serious enough to where she would get mad at you about it,
not doing it.
Would you always just pretend that you forgot?
Yeah.
Because what I would always do with my mom is she'd be like, hey, can you call this place and like clarify this one thing about a bill or about like whatever. Mm-hmm. She'd have me like have to call and ask a question. And I hate calling like businesses for whatever reason and talking to them. That. And so I'm like, oh, yeah, I will for sure. And then it's next week. Hey, can you do that? I'm like, oh, yeah, I will for sure. And then it would just go on for months.
Wow.
Also, when you're at the dentist, can you fall asleep?
No.
Because a lot of people talk about how they hate the dentist. But my dad and I don't know. Maybe I just have had good dentists who don't fuck up my mouth. But I've never had any like nerves or anxiety about going to the dentist. And today, doing my cavity, there was a couple times where I was like, my eyes were closing and I was almost falling asleep because I get in such a peaceful state.
You're peaceful when they're drilling into your mouth?
Yeah, because my whole mouth is numb.
Well, yeah.
So what are they gonna do?
I don't know. When I was getting like my teeth cleaned, maybe it's because I hadn't been in 3 years.
Yeah,
it kind of hurt.
That's probably because
she was doing this thing where she was measuring my gums, so she was putting this needle like up my gums.
Probably because they're super like puffy.
Well, no, she just said that she needed to measure them to see if they're receding, and they're not.
That's good.
Yeah, and then my dentist raved about my teeth.
Oh,
he's like, you have, he picked out one specific tooth. He's like, this is beautiful. I love it. I was like, damn, dude.
Yeah,
really care about teeth. But my wisdom teeth are coming in, and I have to get them out.
What do you want us to do when you get your wisdom teeth out?
What do you mean?
Like, we got to do something. We got to, like, have a party or...
What?
Because, like, when you get your wisdom teeth out, you're high as fuck.
Oh, no, yeah.
And when I came home, like I hardly remember, but apparently I wanted a McDonald's milkshake, and then I got it, and then I came home, and I was like super funny apparently, which is rare because usually I try and
you're
no
not
one
funny.
laughs at my jokes.
Yeah.
So like I was thinking when you get them out, maybe we do a podcast right when you get them out.
I mean, not gonna be able to understand
Or
me. I'm gonna be
we,
like, yeah.
Or
But how am I gonna get
I
here?
vlog it
I'm
and
not
we
gonna
do
drive.
trivia with you.
If you're gonna drive me home, something tells me this is not gonna happen. I already know it. But like, I'm down to be filmed if I say
know,
anything
but
dumb.
we have to think of like a revolutionary idea, like something
Run a
that could go
marathon.
viral.
Run a marathon.
Run a marathon after wisdom teeth surgery, all caps.
Or I go viral if I just say something super mean to the nurse.
Ooh,
Even if
super racist guy gets wisdom teeth out.
Not racist. But even if I'm not actually feeling terrible, if I'm not actually like super high, I could just act like I am,
Oh,
and then I just go viral.
yeah, probably won't work.
Yeah,
but
start like fighting my dentist.
Oh yeah.
Start throwing things.
Oh dude, yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Cool.
Be on the lookout.
Well, anyways,
See that's another thing. They said you got to make an appointment. Haven't called.
dude.
I haven't called about my wisdom teeth.
See, you got to do it right away, because with stuff like that you hate doing,
Well,
if you just don't do it right away, you're never gonna do it.
See, I was going to, and then right after the dentist, I went to your house to watch football.
Before we move on, I wanted to give a little shout out to our buddy Matt Mogg, because he released a song the other day called No Money, and he gave a shout out to the Peak to Middle School podcast.
Yeah, so we're shouting you back
on his song. Like this podcast is in a rap song.
Yeah,
We're famous.
I mean, basically.
It doesn't get much more famous than that. Like
I mean,
you could get referenced in an interview. That's like if someone says your name in an interview, that's one thing.
Maybe a movie.
Then you could get said on TV, and then a movie, but a rap song.
Yeah,
It's
pretty cool.
Where else can you go from there?
It's pretty special. It's all downhill now.
Would you rather have someone talk about the Peak to Middle School podcast in a movie or in an Eminem rap song? Probably an Eminem song.
I don't know. He might bash us though. He might like destroy us. He
Yeah.
doesn't really compliment people.
Eminem, yeah. What's up with Eminem? Why is
Kind
he
of
so
a
mean?
negative guy.
Yeah, Debbie
love him.
Downer.
But he's negative.
Like, why? The only nice thing he said is like
Russell
he wants
Wilson.
to shove his penis in your anus.
Oh yeah. Well, not that. not to Russell Wilson.
No, not him. Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyways, would you say that I am passive aggressive?
Yeah, I would say you are.
Okay.
But also at the same time, you are aggressive sometimes.
Oh, okay.
So you're every kind of aggressive.
Is it better to be aggressive and passive aggressive, or to be not aggressive but you like not aggressive but you are passive aggressive? So is it better to have both or to have one of the two?
Probably better to have one of the two, because if you have both, I don't know. It's like if it's passive aggressive, I know you're gonna be passive aggressive. But if it's both, I don't know what I'm gonna get.
But isn't that worse? Wouldn't you rather just be like, oh, that's just the way
I'd rather you just tell me how it is, or tell people how it is.
So someone who's only passive aggressive, you don't know where their head's at.
Exactly. But sometimes you can kind of figure it out if you know they're passive aggressive.
Yeah.
And you just be like, oh, you're being a little bitch again.
So what is that? What is like? I get the general idea, but I've never really understood. Is passive aggressive just when you're annoyed with something but you don't say it?
Yeah, or you'll
and they can just read the way you're acting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like sometimes they'll.
But in a sense, isn't everybody like that?
Yeah, there's always times where people are passive aggressive, unless they're always just like, I don't like that. I don't like that you said that.
I actually would prefer that'd be so sick if there was people that were just 100% direct,
100% aggressive.
Well, no, but telling someone that you're upset doesn't make you aggressive.
No, unless it's just like, why are you upset? Like,
I don't know. Some people in the political fields that I've just seen like do certain debates or whatever. There's some people that are just really high intellectuals, whether it's like political or like professors and stuff. Mm-hmm. Some people are really good at just directly saying, like, if they don't like what you're saying or if they disagree and why, and they're really good at formulating their thoughts.
There's also people who just talk around in a circle, though.
Yeah.
That's what politicians are good at.
Yeah.
Is like getting.
That's what football coaches are good at. Well, holy shit.
Not even, though. They don't even talk around it. They just say an answer that they already have scripted.
The other day, the God, I texted Kyle about this. What college? It was the Auburn football game. The game ends, and this reporter asks him this question about like their freshman quarterback, how it's his first game ever, and she's like, "Yeah, he played so well. How did you guys give him this confidence? What did you guys do to like believe in him?" And he goes, "Yeah, this team has a lot of heart. We played really well. We did awesome this week." And it's like you didn't even address the question at all.
But is that better than Greg Popovich, where he'll give you a one-word answer? He'll just say no or yes.
I think no. Greg Popovich is way better. That's hilarious.
Yeah, but it's kind of gotten old.
I don't know. I like it. I think it's just kind of.
I think it's funny, but it's just like,
yeah. So, okay, going back to passive aggressive.
Okay. We see. You said you don't know what passive aggressive means?
No. I do. I just wanted to like clarify, but I just.
What
how do I fix it?
Just don't be passive aggressive. It's not that hard.
But
if you're upset about something,
I think
tell someone.
The reason I'm passive aggressive sometimes is because if I was aggressive, then the person would just like start crying.
Well, you don't need to raise their voice at people. If you disagree with them or you're upset with them, you don't need to like yell at them.
Yeah, but
see,
okay,
I think your problem. If we're getting
okay, yeah,
this is like a therapy session.
Okay,
you kind of bottle things up and then you explode.
Okay,
and that's bad.
Yeah.
You need to let the little things out.
But let me tell you why.
Okay.
I think with a lot of people, I know them well enough to know that if I was to say what I thought about them, they would ruin them. Like if my sister did something and I was so annoyed and what I wanted to say was, "You're a fucking idiot."
See, you don't need to say that though. You don't.
No, I know. So
like
then
that,
I don't. And I'm like, "Oh my God." And then I just turn around and walk away. And they could realize that I'm being passive aggressive and annoying, but it's better than saying that was so fucking stupid.
See,
right?
That's something you need to work on, because if it's either walk away and be passive aggressive or say you're fucking stupid, that's a problem.
Sometimes there's no alternatives though.
I agree, but a lot of the times there is a different alternative.
Okay.
You can say, "I don't like that you're doing that," or "Can you please stop doing that?"
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. But then also, I think that, like, let's say if someone did something stupid or is being, like, unreasonable or annoying or obnoxious or lazy or something, and it annoys me, if I get myself to calm down and I tell them in a reasonable, rational way that I think you're being lazy, for example.
Okay.
Then they say, "Oh,"
just directed at me.
No. If I'm just saying, like, whoever, like
being passive aggressive,
and I say, "Okay, I think you're being lazy." Then they say, "Okay."
But who are you gonna be mad at for being lazy other than me?
I don't know. There's a lot of people. What do you mean? I can get mad at anybody. I get mad at like if any of my friends are being lazy, if my sister's being lazy, like
But like, what do you mean?
Like if I think someone could work harder and they're not working harder, like, you're being lazy.
But who are you to tell them that they need to work harder?
What do you mean? I think you have the right to tell someone they're not working hard enough and they can work harder than they are.
Yeah, but if there's someone that's content with how they are and they're just living their life, why do you need to like say something about it to them?
I don't know the specifics. It depends on the scenario you're in.
Okay, I guess it does.
But if I'm with someone and I think they could work harder and I'm like, "I think you're being lazy," and they say, "Okay," and I say it in like a respectful way, I don't think it would have any sort of impact to get them to change, or maybe not even lazy, but just like, I think that was like really rude or like stupid. If I say it in that way, I don't feel like, to me, it wouldn't have any sort of impact to make them want to change. But if I'm like, "That's fucking ridiculous," and you actually show some sort of emotion behind it, they're going to be more likely to have some sort of change and not just continue to do what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but I think we need examples, because there are situations where it's okay to be like, "That's fucking stupid. Why are you doing that?"
Yeah.
But there's also situations where you shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
So let's say,
I guess what I'm saying, I think sometimes being passive aggressive, not most of the time, I think in a minority, is that the word? In a smaller percentage of the time, there's times when being passive aggressive could be better than trying to calm down and say something like in a more calm, nice way. Because I think it would make the person reflect and be like, "All right, why is this person upset and why are they being passive aggressive?" And it makes the person reflect. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense.
But it depends on the people. Some people can't some people don't even notice that. Some people can't read the room and can't tell when someone's annoyed with them.
Yeah.
Some people get annoyed with passive aggressive. My sister is one of them. She's like, if something is bugging you, tell me to my face. I don't care what it is, but you need to tell me, or else I'm going to be upset with you because you didn't tell me.
Yeah.
Which is kind of annoying sometimes, because like, what if I don't want to tell you right now?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess it depends on the person.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just listening to a different podcast the other day, and they were talking about how one of the guys is passive aggressive, and I was thinking like, I know that I am passive aggressive at times, but I was just thinking like, I was trying to think, is there alternatives? Like in certain scenarios when I act passive aggressive, like what are the alternatives? And I've come to the conclusion that at certain times I think it's better for me to do that than to say something else. I just feel like,
but it also depends what you're doing to be passive aggressive.
Yeah.
So say I don't know, what's an example?
Give me an example when I have been passive aggressive to you, and what would have been a better alternative. There's probably lots of examples.
I don't know. It's hard to think of one off the top of my head.
Okay, make a scenario. Make up a scenario.
Okay. I don't show up.
Okay. Like we're supposed to meet and you just like don't show up.
Yeah, I just don't come, which has never happened.
Yeah.
But
no. Okay.
Let's say I don't show up. How would you approach that? You'd probably text me and be like, "Where are you?" And I'll say, I can't come.
So what would realistically would happen? I'd text you, be like, "Yo, like, where are you?" Or like, "Where the hell are you?" Be like, "Oh." So in this scenario, did you forget, or did you just like, did something come up where you physically couldn't make it? Because it depends on the reason you didn't.
Let's say I forgot.
See, if you forgot, that would really bother me.
Yeah, and that's understandable.
But and what I would probably text back instead of saying like, well, what the fuck? Like, why didn't you remember? I'd be like, I would probably send something passive aggressive.
You would. You'd be like, so you're gonna come? Or
I'd be like, so, or I'd be like, all right, ... or like something like that. But so then, what is that a bad response in that scenario?
I think it is. You could say, maybe ask me, so are you gonna come? Or you could say, why?
See, but no, okay. But what I've been trying to, I think this is a good example, because I'm saying if I was to say like be passive aggressive and make you think about it, and like you probably will realize right away that he's being passive aggressive.
Yeah,
and he's obviously
it immediately
annoyed.
Annoys me.
But I think that it makes you the person, I'm not saying you, but like the person in this scenario, it makes them reflect on how they fucked up and why they fucked up. Like it makes them feel more like guilty and willing to change, as opposed to if I'm like, oh, okay, so when are you going to come? It's like, that's a nice response. And in certain scenarios, being nice won't force someone mentally to like change.
But that's even a situation where you don't even need to be nice. You can just say straight up, so are we going to come or are we not going to do this?
Yeah.
That would be better than
Yeah, but I think that, so are you going to come or are we going to do this or what? It doesn't show that, like, because then you forgetting pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah, but then that's being straight up like, I'm upset. But if you go, then I'm like,
it's
wow.
still obvious that he's
like,
upset that I'm
like,
upset.
Yeah. But then I'm like, well, he's being bitchy about it.
Yeah, because you fucking didn't show up. That's understandably.
Yeah.
It's an understandably bitchiness.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't need to be bitchy.
But I think bitchy carries more weight.
No one needs to be bitchy.
I think there's scenarios where you do need to be bitchy.
I don't think so.
All right, well, agree to disagree.
Okay.
I get what you're saying.
I think I understand what you're saying.
And I understand what you're saying, which is good.
Wow, I'm glad we're on the same page.
We're on the same page. I guess my point is, I feel like if it was happened to me, if I was running or like forgot, and someone was very rational, I wouldn't feel as bad about being late, and I would be more likely to be late again. But if someone was very passive-aggressive, very clearly upset, but didn't like tell me, I'd be like, all right, is obviously very annoying to that person. I don't want to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
But I get that for some people, it's like,
yeah,
that's just stupid.
You're not always passive-aggressive, but there are people that are. Yeah. That's so annoying. It's like, just tell me what you're mad about. or tell me what you're upset about.
Yeah. That'd be sick if
People just told
someone
people
had
how
the
they felt.
ability to just always. But at the same time, that could also be dangerous.
Always
'Cause
saying
there's-
how you feel.
Yeah, always saying how you feel.
Because like sometimes I don't care how you feel.
Yeah, isn't there a movie or like a movie where someone
Always says
has like a disability where they just have to say what's on their mind?
that would suck.
Let me know what you guys think. What all the listeners think about people that are passive aggressive, because I'm very curious, because that's always been some. I think I've always somewhat been like that. I don't want to make it. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm always passive. I'm not always passive aggressive, right?
No, you're not.
But there are definitely times when I am passive aggressive. So let me know what you guys think if you guys are on YouTube. And if you're on one of the audio streaming platforms, here's a good little segue to mention the YouTube version. If you guys want a video version, if you're at work and you're bored of those looking at those Excel spreadsheets, or if you're at school and the person lecturing is really ugly and you're like, dude, I cannot look at this guy's mustache any longer, you can just pull this up on your iPhone, hide it under your little calculator pouch.
Yeah. Perfect.
There you go.
Okay. So I discovered a list recently of some of the weirdest job titles.
Okay.
And some of them are actually pretty funny. See, because, I don't know what I want to do with my life.
So you might.
So this something on here could be my future.
Okay, we'll see. We'll try and decide, or you can decide which one of these sparks your interest the most.
Yeah. So
these
it's
are
either-
real jobs.
So far, my options are firefighter or something on this list. So, snake milker.
Okay.
So but they're milking their venom. So if they take venom out of snakes.
For what? What do they use it for?
Probably
Probably science to make medicines to prevent.
probably that. Sometimes I don't know. Don't they like sometimes take venom out of snakes, like all their venom, so they're like not poisonous?
Oh, and then they release them back into the wild?
Well, no, that's fucked up because then they wouldn't survive.
So then.
No, I think
So
it's like
what,
if
they
you have
just-
a pet snake, maybe sometimes you do that. It's like
Oh.
declawing a cat. I think that's kind of messed up.
Oh. Wait, but. Oh, so you can declaw cats just to have as pets?
It's really sad though. It gives them like arthritis.
And like, there's no point. Like, cat claws don't cause much damage.
I mean,
Like, yeah, a little
I
bit.
always have scratches on
It's
me
not
from a
like
cat.
cats are just shredding through your couches
No,
or something.
yeah, exactly.
Wait, so I've also heard that there's people like crazy snake people people who are really into snakes and are scientists.
Jerk off snakes.
No,
Do they have
maybe.
dicks?
Huh?
Do snakes have dicks?
I think every male animal has some form of a dick, right?
Yeah.
I think you have to.
You seen a duck dick?
Dude, the corkscrew. Yeah. But I've heard that crazy snake people will take venom and microdose it to themselves.
Oh,
And they build up a tolerance to
snake
become
venom?
immune to venom.
See, but what if you accidentally take too much and then you just become poisoned?
Yeah, no, it's happened. People will like have to go to hospitals because they not overdose, but they poison themselves and they do a little too much, and then they got to go get cured or whatever at a hospital, and
Feels
then they do it
unnecessary.
again.
Feels unnecessary.
Yeah, because even if you become immune to snake venom, how often are you really gonna need that skill?
I know. That's for people that are probably just they're in the outdoors a lot
Yeah.
and like hunting snakes or something. I
But
don't
the
know.
people that are probably microdosing snake venom are not in the outdoors. They're probably the losers that
Yeah.
are like
they're like afraid
in
of
their
snakes.
laboratory that are just yeah.
Exactly. But in Holes, have you seen Holes? Shia
Yeah.
LaBeouf.
Yeah.
That a Sigourney Weaver, she has nail polish with snake venom in it, and then she hits a guy in the face, like that, and then
There you go.
claws him, and then the venom gets inside.
Don't they eat peaches in that movie? Or what's the?
Yeah, peaches,
All I know about the
And,
movie Holes
onions.
is I just remember jars of peaches,
Yep, and onions.
and they're clear jars, right?
Well, they're all dirty because they're old.
Yeah.
But somehow the peaches are still good. I don't.
yeah, wouldn't they?
I don't know what they put in
No.
them. But so next we have a chicken sexer. You want to guess what that is?
Well, I feel like it's probably a breeder, but if it was a breeder, I feel like it would be called a breeder. A sexer sounds kind of like forcing sex.
Whoa.
Well, when you're breeding animals, aren't you kind of just forcing them to have sex anyways?
Yeah, isn't that kind of immoral?
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. Anyways,
Um,
what's a chicken sex?
No, they determine the sex of chickens.
Whoa, you can choose the sex of a chicken?
Well, no, I think they just like can tell if they have a dick or not.
But isn't it probably obvious? So is
Maybe
it
when
like
they're
a special
chicks, it's not.
skill set where like
Kill set.
you look at a mass of 300 chickens and they go male, female, male, female,
Oh, maybe
male,
that's what they
female,
do.
and they just separate them maybe,
I guess. I don't know.
or maybe they can, or maybe it's like when they're babies, when they're just come out of
that's
the egg.
that's probably what it is. They probably group them.
Oh,
They're like, you're gonna hatch eggs. You're gonna yell.
yeah.
Cock-a-doodle doo.
Okay.
Okay. See, this is really messed up. Animal colorist.
Colorist.
Yeah. What do you think?
They're dyeing animals different colors.
Yeah, they're dyeing animals' colors for movies and marketing campaigns.
Whoa.
That's so messed up. It's like,
Why don't
I'm
they
gonna
just
dye
find
the
a-
sheep green?
But I've never seen a green sheep though.
I mean, there might have been.
But I'm sure there's laws against certain things like that.
There should be, but apparently
Wait.
there's not. That's someone's job.
Can we look this up?
How do you get into that as your career?
Okay, I found a
Cool.
company called animalcolorist.com. Professional animal coloring
There you go.
is a craft used for a wide variety of applications. They make horses red, like blood
see,
red.
Why would you do that?
From bringing animated friends into reality to delivering continuity between stunt doubles and stand-ins. Our work ranges from the subtle to the dramatic, such as matching spots on a cow. I mean,
that makes sense.
that's
Putting
fine.
Spots on a cow. I don't know though.
Creating a red mystical stallion.
Like, why is it your right to dye this horse a color?
I mean,
And how do you get into that as your career?
I don't know. You get
probably
hired by animals of different color .llc.
Start by dyeing your cat, and
Ye-
then you dye a dog,
Yeah.
and then you're dyeing horses pretty soon.
I think I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with it if it's like add a couple spots on a cow for a movie.
Yeah,
It's like it's whatever.
alright.
But
But,
if
like,
you're making
why?
a cow red,
Why do you
like why if you're making a commercial where you need a
red
cow
cow.
to be red,
You're doing something wrong.
maybe come up with a different concept for your commercial.
Yeah, but also, why do you even need to put spots on a cow? It's like, just let the cow be what it looks like.
But that's what it's saying is if they need continuity. Like, what if they film one cow and it's the star cow?
Oh, star
and
cow.
then the star cow gets hit by a bus.
Oh,
They need to replace the star cow with a cow that looks like the star cow.
that makes sense. Backup cow. Okay, that's fair. You think they have like a backup cow on set?
Probably. Yeah.
Imagine
Like,
just being that. You're a cow and you're an actor and you're just not good enough.
dude,
You're second fiddle to the,
do you
the
think
main
that like
cow.
in the cow kingdom that the cows that are actors
Yeah.
or in commercials are kind of like the famous ones?
Definitely, like, it means a lot for them, I'm sure.
I don't know. What if they like practice their acting?
You think they get
Like when
insecure
we're not
about their
around.
udder size? Like
Yeah,
big udders?
They're
Like,
damn, look at those udders,
got
girl.
a big ass udder. Like, oh, this guy's got tiny udders. Or it'd be a girl. This chick's got tiny udders.
I mean, the guys could have udders. You know,
They shouldn't.
it's 2019.
You're right. What's to say that
What's
they
to
can't
say
have
that
udders?
guys can't have udders?
Hey, there you go.
Wait.
They got huge
Wait,
balls
wait,
though
wait.
too.
Cows don't have udders.
No,
I thought they all had udders, but you could only milk the girl ones.
John.
No, I'm not. Wait.
Why
Our
would they have
bulls-
udders
Are
then?
bulls cows?
Yes, it's a male cow.
See, that's
They
confusing.
don't have udders. Yeah, I know.
Because when you
Well,
think
there's
of like
different- maybe there's
bull
different-
riding, in my head I think that bull is a totally separate animal.
Yeah, it is a cow. I'm pretty sure, but there might be different types of cows. You know,
Yeah.
like those
Because
are like
I've
the
never
mega
seen like
cows.
bull riding where they're riding like a
What with
like a
udders?
milk cow. Like
Yeah, see, exactly. I don't think they ride the girl. They ride the dudes because they yank on their balls.
Yeah.
They got big balls. It's also inhumane.
Yeah.
Okay, next. There are people who boil hair for a living. To
Okay.
curl it, they boil animal hair to curl it, used in a variety of products.
What is their curled animal hair used for?
We have a pillow. I don't think it's real animal hair, but my
Oh.
cats really like it.
Curling animal hair for
Yeah.
products.
Yeah. There's a reindeer walker.
That's pretty sick.
Okay. There's a master handshaker, and then it just says, "Who knows?" So someone good at
can
handshakes.
we look this one up?
Can we please? Maybe it's someone who teaches you how to like a seminar on
You
handshaking.
can go to a class on how to handshake.
I
mean,
bet there's
if
something.
there's clown school, there's handshake school.
Yeah, for sure.
Wait, what? Okay, what's it called?
Master handshaker.
I think that companies hire master handshakers to come to like their corporate businesses and like
Teach them. How to
teach them the employees how to give proper firm handshakes.
I want to do that. That's so easy.
I'm not sure. Wait, let me read this. Okay, so this is like a job application or something for master handshaker.
What do you have to do? Just shake hands?
It says, are you a career-focused individual with a competitive spirit and passion for customer service?
Yes, I am.
Our customer service team includes people just like you.
Oh.
The successful candidate will be responsible for ensuing customer satisfaction by, quote, going the extra mile to deliver friendly service in a professional and timely manner. This position reports directly to the branch manager. Okay, job summary.
Shake hands.
Greet customers in a professional and courteous manner and exceed their expectations every time.
So basically, you're just good at saying hello and greeting people.
So I'm
You're a
so
greeter.
confused, though. Like, okay, open and close customer accounts, achieve monthly sales targets.
So basically, you're a salesman.
So you're just a salesman. Why is it called master hand? Maybe okay.
Maybe that's just like another term.
I think it's a term that this business uses for like, oh, I'm like
he seals the deal.
he's the master handshaker. Yeah, it's probably just trying to be witty.
Yeah, dang.
That's lame.
I really was wishing that there would be people that go around traveling mobile to like shake hands with people.
Maybe you could
and
start
teach them
that.
how. I could, yeah. If any
Kyle
business,
gives good handshakes.
I do give good handshakes. If anyone needs my business,
Actually, I don't know
Right
if I
here.
know that you give good handshakes. I've never given you a
we'll
handshake.
find out. Oh, hold on.
That you made it more aggressive than normal.
No.
Don't lie.
How the hell are you, Bill? You missed. See, that's on you. Yeah. See,
Yeah.
don't you feel good about that?
That was good.
Yeah. So if anyone needs me, there's
Right.
nothing worse than when someone tries to overpower the handshake. Though.
Or when they go like
that too. When they like a dead fish.
limp
Like,
dick.
hello,
Hello.
how are you? But there's also people that hold way too long
Yeah.
and like they just won't let go.
Yeah.
And it's like we're both holding. This has been going on for too long. I'm gonna back away. Now I look like the beta in this situation.
So what's the proper amount of time for a handshake? So we connect. Is it up, down, and
See,
then
sometimes I don't even shake hands.
It's
Sometimes
just more like
just like that. That's good.
that's what they yeah.
Like a one
There's a bunch of
Mississippi.
different forms for handshakes.
Yeah, like a one Mississippi.
Okay.
One Mississippi, two. There's people who hold on for like 3 or 4, and I'm like, why am I holding your hand still, sir?
Yeah.
Legal bank robbers, someone who tests how easy it is to penetrate a bank. That I want to try.
That'd be pretty sick.
That sounds like fun, but also I have no skills in that department. So, do you think they hire like former robbers? Like they catch them and they're like, I think we got a job for you.
Maybe because they do that with hackers.
They do. Oh yeah.
People that get caught hacking that are really good, the CIA and shit will hire them.
Yeah, that's
Be
a
like,
good
"Can
way.
you protect this from happening.
It's a good way to like get your career started is by doing illegal activities to jumpstart your career.
Yeah.
I'm about that.
You would think that if they wanted to create certain types of drugs for medicine, that they would hire people that kind of made a revolutionary drug. Like a Walter White type person who goes to prison.
Yeah,
for
they could have
making
used them.
meth. You think they would hire them to say, all right, take your skills, but put it to use for something beneficial and help us make this new type of medicine.
Isn't that kind of what he did though before when he was with that Gretchen and Elliot dude? They had some revolutionary thing and then he left. And then it got big.
I don't remember.
Okay, well.
Okay.
Okay, see, some of these are kind of annoying because it says the name of the job and it just says who knows.
Okay.
This article sucks.
We can look it up.
All right, we got a teddy bear surgeon. We got change magician.
Change magician.
I can already guess. I bet it's somebody who's like really good at wardrobe changes, and they're like backstage at plays, and they're just like super good at like stripping people down.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's an acquired skill. That's cool.
Like in plays and stuff, or even at certain dance
or
recitals.
like runway models too. They have to change outfits.
They have like 15 seconds.
Yeah,
That's
insane.
wild.
See, there's a bunch of testers. There's champagne testers, water slide testers, roller coaster testers.
How do you get those jobs?
I don't know. I think you just sign up. You're in the area, and they're like, we're opening this park.
Yeah. You know what
Could
we
ride.
should do?
Oh,
Oh, this would be some good content or just a good story.
go on a roller coaster.
We
Build a roller coaster. Sorry.
not quite. We look for movies that are being filmed or certain scenes that are being filmed in the Seattle area, and when they need extras.
Oh.
So they're like, oh, we need a bunch of people to be in this like
And
court scene.
And then we do something really funny in the background that gets us noticed, and then we become A-list actors.
Yeah.
That
Or we do something really stupid, and then they just cut our scene from the movie because we
Well,
ruined it.
Yeah, that's more likely.
Yeah.
That's a possibility. But that would be cool though to just be in the background of like a James Bond movie. You're
Yeah.
like, I'm citizen number 5.
Yeah, and you're there for like you're on the set in the background for like 5 hours, and you get like $40.
Yeah.
It's like not really worth your time, but it's
No.
still cool.
But it's worth it. Head of potatoes. I need to know what that means.
Head of potatoes. It's probably like it's like at a farm, and
Yeah, head
they're-
potato guy.
yeah. I mean, or it's like
Or
a
he looks
secret
like a
government
potato.
company where they're trying to genetically mix humans and potatoes,
Oh.
and you get assigned the head of the potato.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
Head of what is it called? Head of potatoes?
Head of potatoes.
job. Head of potatoes job. Is this a job with Gordon Ramsay?
What? He's got a potato guy?
I think Gordon Ramsay has his own head of potatoes.
I wonder if it's like for chefs, they pick out good quality potatoes for them.
Okay, I'm going to try and figure this out.
That's cool.
Dream jobs that exist in food TV.
Whoa.
Head of potatoes.
Okay. This is just potato guy.
Whoa, yeah. So this woman named Sarah Durden Robertson is the head of potatoes for Gordon Ramsay's Ultimate Cookery Course show. The internet's collective desire to find out more about this job propelled the post to the front page, as did questions about its holder, Sarah Durden Robertson. What does a head of potatoes do? How does one become a head of potatoes?
That's what I want to know.
Can someone become a head of lettuce? Can
hope
you
so.
keep her accessories in her butt?
Potato butt?
Can you keep
Sorry?
her accessories in her butt? I don't know what that question really means. So he did a little Googling. Sorry, internet, but the position of the head of potatoes involves a lot of non-potato work.
Ugh.
In an interview with The Knowledge, Robertson described her job as being similar to an executive producer, except more hands-on and more food-oriented.
What?
So she's like a producer, but
They just call
she's
it head
more
of
involved
potatoes.
with like the food thing, and they just call it the head of potato. That's
What a
stupid.
letdown.
I wanted Gordon Ramsay to have his own potato guy.
I know. That'd be
like-
so dope.
And he's just in the background of most of the episodes, and like once every 5 episodes you just see Gordon Ramsay just yelling at him like, what the fuck is this bloody potato? Actually, I don't even know what his accent sounds like.
Joshua picks a bad potato and
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so anyways, moving on. One thing that I saw on Reddit the other day that I thought would be fun to talk about on the podcast. So there's this subreddit called Ask Reddit where anybody can just ask anything, and it's a huge community on Reddit, and it just gained popularity because basically like there's so many people involved that the best things just inevitably will go to the top because people will upvote them, and then people will respond. So one was, what's something that people think makes them look cool but actually has the opposite effect?
Smoking. That's one of them.
Smoking. And I feel like this is something that Kyle notices little things about people, like people's appearances or things that I don't even notice. Be like, oh, the way that guy chews that gum really pisses me off, or something like that.
Well, it does bug me when people chew weird.
Yeah.
That is something that really bugs me.
So I thought we would go through some of these
Yeah.
responses and just see
good.
what you think. Posting photos of cash on social media. I always think it's funny how doing that is commonly accepted, whereas if you screenshotted your bank account or net worth, you'd be an asshole. I agree.
Yeah.
Who carries around that much cash anymore?
It's mostly like rappers and super famous people. But if somebody that I follow, that I know, posts a picture of cash,
yeah.
like,
Do you think that these rappers that like post with like huge stacks of $100 bills,
probably just all the money they have.
yeah, are they probably like, because no one on a day-to-day basis carries around that much cash, right?
Floyd Mayweather does.
Yeah, okay, Floyd Mayweather's different, dude. He has so much
And
money.
no one's taking that cash from him, too.
Yeah.
Beat the shit out of you.
But like with these rappers, I bet they ask their accountant like because it's usually for like a music video or something. They're probably like,
Yeah.
hey,
Well, it's probably not real money in the music videos.
yeah, exactly. So it's like, hey, I know like I'm probably not supposed to take out like $40,000 in cash, but like, could you just take it out for the music video? Then I promise I'll put it right back.
Yeah.
I
I guess I don't know. Do most rappers you think have accountants?
I think like the most
There's some-
popular ones.
Okay, but there's some stupid ones that don't.
Yeah, I think if you're signed with a label though, these
yeah.
like dumb rappers, I think that
they make you. Like,
they
be
kind of
smart.
make you be smart about it.
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, they probably never talk about it on social media or anything, but I bet there's a lot of people like helping them make decisions.
Yeah. Also, imagine like a rapper is a member of the same bank that you're at, and they just wait in line. What do? They wait in line at the bank, and it's like 2 Chainz is behind me.
Yeah.
And he just walks up. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna need $100,000 in cash."
Yeah, because
and the bank teller's like, "What?"
Yeah, because I don't think banks have exceptions for famous people.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe there's a famous people bank.
Yeah, because like I would never be allowed to go to my dad's bank and take money out for my dad because I'm not my dad. Like so I think even if you're really famous,
and I think going to Wells Fargo and like
probably right.
Yeah, I
Which
guess.
is like it's the only logical explanation, but at the same time, I could never picture a famous person just walking into a regular bank.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Never thought about that before.
Speaking of, I'm actually glad I remembered this. I saw a tweet the other day, and it was just genius. So it went viral, and it was this guy who he said, "Would you believe that I had $14,000 stuffed into this jar? Secret is I don't spend ones, fives, tens, 50s, and I'll occasionally throw in 20s or hundreds for a little bonus." So he's like, I tricked myself into saving money. That's pretty smart.
I think I actually might start doing that with ones and fives. I don't know about
tens and
20s,
because those are 20s are
spendable.
what I use all the time.
Yeah,
but that's actually really smart. And if you do that for a couple years, like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I'm going to try doing that.
So you won't let yourself spend ones or fives.
Can't say that I won't, but
you'll try your best.
I will.
I just don't use cash ever.
I don't
anymore.
either. I need to get the right jar too.
Yeah.
Because I don't want people to find my jar.
Yeah. This guy spelled jar Gar. And then he responded like,
this guy doesn't have a bank account. This is a guy that pays only in cash.
He does it like I don't know. He responded to his tweet and he's like, Gar, jar, same shit. Like I dropped out after 3rd grade or something. So
I can tell.
This is kind of longer. I was trying to explain to someone why I gave up coffee. I was addicted and I had started to suffer from insomnia. If I went too long, maybe like an hour or 2 without one, I would begin to shake and migraines would set in. Basically just normal effects of overdoing caffeine. She asked me how many I was having and basically tried to turn it into this competition of, I drink more coffee than you, OMG, blah, blah, blah. So there's this whole thing about how people think it's cool to talk about like
how much coffee they
drink. Or like,
I can't live without my coffee.
Or even just people who talk about how unhealthy they are, but they're like still okay. It's like, I only slept 3 hours last night. Like you slept 6, like I slept 3 and I'm fine.
I went to McDonald's yesterday and like, look at my figure.
Yeah. It's like
sick, dude.
Good job, dude. Yeah, I know. I feel like a lot of people do that with coffee though, especially.
Yeah.
It's like,
especially around here.
It's like good for you. You wasted like some people's coffees. Some of the coffees at Starbucks are like $10.
It's like sick. You're addicted to coffee and you spend a bunch of money every day.
Yeah.
Nice. I don't.
Yeah. I could never I could understand spending between $10 and $15 for lunch. Like I could understand that like 5 days a week if you work like full time, you're going to go buy lunch because that's like you need food. But I would never be able to justify to myself every morning
getting coffee
to spend $10 on $8 to $10 on a coffee because
I know.
Like if you do that and lunch, that's like $20 to $25 of like your day. Like you're not even making, I mean, unless you're like making a shit ton of money, but most people aren't making like a crazy amount of money in a day. Yeah. If you're spending $25 just on lunch and coffee, that's like.
And if coffee is as much as your lunch,
yeah, that's
maybe
not
we don't. Is there really $10 coffee?
I think there is.
God, who's buying that? How is that any different than just?
I mean, I don't know. 10's probably extreme. I think a lot of people spend between 6 and 8 for sure. So
that sucks.
Bragging about not reading.
Oh. All right, I'm guilty, but I don't think that that's a cool thing.
You don't like brag about it.
I'm not proud of that I don't read.
You're not like, oh yeah, I never read, bro. You're like,
I literally just hate it. But it's growing on me.
That's good.
Yeah.
Have you made any more progress on your book?
I have.
Wow.
I read like 30 pages the other day.
Nice.
So we're making.
So you're at like 80 now?
Like halfway. Maybe almost halfway.
That's pretty good.
I know.
I'm surprised.
I know. It's crazy.
Big
things coming.
Never admitting when you're wrong.
Oh.
It may seem like a confidence power play. However, most people just don't care enough about you to say anything or indicate that they noticed. They'll just slowly drift away from you till one day you're all alone, wondering why no one with any level of confidence wants to hang out with you.
That is a big pet peeve of mine when people don't admit that they're wrong. And this is something that you do.
Listen,
But I agree.
I do it as a joke.
I know. I understand that. And it's annoying. It is annoying. I don't know why I have this problem where if I know that I'm right about something and someone won't admit that they're wrong.
And people will take advantage of you because of that. Like, because they know how mad you get about it, that's why they do it.
Yeah. You do it.
Like,
my
if
other
you
friends
just
do
do
it, my
like,
sister
why
does
can't
it.
you just, like, not give a shit? Just be like, okay.
I don't know.
Like, if someone's wrong, why can't you just be like, oh, yeah, okay. And just, like let them be wrong.
I don't have a problem admitting when I'm wrong.
You should try it. You should try it. It'll actually empower you. If someone's wrong and you let them be wrong knowing you're right, it feels good. It's rewarding. It's rewarding.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can do it, but
I don't know, man. that is, I will say, that is one of my problems that I need to work on. Is letting things like that go.
Yeah.
Because it's just, there's no
And
point.
not needing to prove someone right.
Yeah. But at the same time, if someone that's not even doing it as a joke and they just like will never admit that they're wrong, even if they know they're wrong, it's like, why are you like this?
And I feel like
People never say they're sorry too.
Because you're so passionate about trying to prove that you're right, if you do like give them proof that you are right and they don't care, that's going to bother you even more.
Yeah.
Like if you try and tell me something like a fact about baseball, and I'm like, no, that's wrong. And then you pull up the facts and you show me, and I just don't give a shit. I'm like, oh, whatever. Like, that's going to bother you.
It is going to bother me. I don't know why that bothers me. It shouldn't bother me. Out loud, it just sounds so dumb, but it does. Deep down, it gets me.
Okay.
Okay, what's next? I like this one. This one's good.
Oh, please stop blasting your music in places where people cannot escape it. I see your earbuds in your pocket. Please. Salvation. Do people do that?
Wait, like play their music out loud?
Apparently, people play their music blasted out loud where other people can't escape it. I've never witnessed that. The only time I've witnessed that is if people on a hike will play music.
Yeah, but that's not even that bad as long as they just walk past you.
I think some nature people get really mad about it because it's like, I go on this hike to be away from nature.
I get that.
But I've never been in like a restaurant or like Chipotle,
who plays music
someone's
at like
playing music.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know.
It does kind of bug me when people play music in their car like super loud at a stoplight.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're not that cool.
This person said, I unironically like wearing fingerless gloves for actual tasks, not just out and about. When people ask me why I wear them, I tell them it's because I'm so cool. I'm not exactly certain about how uncool they make me, but I know it's a lot.
I mean, why do they have a thing about wearing fingerless gloves? I've never put fingerless gloves on. And
I've never in my life seen someone wear fingerless gloves unless they're fighting. Like MMA. Or
I don't even think that's what they mean. I think it just means fingerless gloves.
What is the
point of that?
How does that benefit you in any task?
I don't know. The only thing
I could feel like gloves would help is if it's like something where you're using your fingers, but then you would want the finger part.
Yeah.
Fingerless.
It's like, what is it doing? Keeping the palm of your hand warm? Like, if I have cold hands, it's my fingers.
Maybe it's like maybe like if I've seen people at the gym lifting weights with fingerless gloves, but they just look like a loser.
Yeah. That and when people wear like tights.
Guys wearing tights.
If you wear it to the gym, all right, that's fine.
That's still weird.
It's a little weird. If you play basketball, okay. I don't know about pickup basketball.
Oh, I mean, if you wear tights with shorts over it, that's fine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But there are people that only wear tights, and I'm like, I don't need to see this bulge. Just put your pants on. But also people outside of the gym that are wearing tights, just walking in the street.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know about that. Whoa! Someone responded and said, "I like fingerless gloves with finger flaps. Straight up fingerless means my fingertips die a little." But I still want to be able to do finger activities inside without taking my gloves off.
Exactly.
So you get the little covers.
It's the best of both worlds.
And then you just whip them over the top.
It's like those pants that you can zip off and they come in shorts.
Yeah. Did you have those growing up?
Oh, hell yeah.
Those are awesome.
Yeah. They're so, like, You can just do so much with them.
Yeah.
It's like you don't even need to change pants.
But be honest, like once you unzip the bottom half, you were never gonna spend the time to put them back on.
Oh no, my mom
like
would.
yeah, but it'd be like never in the same day. Like you're never gonna go from pants to short, then back to pants in the same day.
I also remember like where would I put my little like the little sleeves? Did I put them in like my
in your backpack?
My backpack, but if I was at home, I just throw them on the ground or something. I feel like you could lose one of them, and then you got one pant and one short.
Yeah,
and
maybe that's a new style.
It's ruined. There you go.
Okay.
Or you could wear them around your ankles. It's like little ankle warmers.
My dad tried to convince me growing up that like something that would help me in basketball is if I wore ankle weights everywhere. So he's like, dude, like, which like it does make sense. If you wear ankle weights for a couple hours, then take them off, you feel like you can like.
It's like swinging a bat with a donut on.
Yeah, but he's like, yeah, you should just wear them to school. I'm like, Dad, I don't want to. Like, I'm gonna get made fun of if I wear these.
Yeah, I would have made fun of you so bad if you wore ankle weights to school. I would have shit on you.
Yeah.
That would have been fun. Oh God.
Okay, they said the most surefire way to make sure you don't look cool is to do something that you think makes you look cool.
So just don't try.
I would disagree cool. though, because there's some things that just flat out make you look cool.
What's something that makes you look cool?
Driving a Ferrari.
But
there's no times when you could be driving a Ferrari and not look cool. Like you could look like a douche, but it's still cool. Like there's no time when someone could be in a Ferrari and I could be like, that's not cool.
I mean,
like the person themselves could be a douche, but it's still a cool thing that you're doing. You know?
Is it cool if like your parents buy it for you?
Or like trying hard at something, putting in effort, I think will always be cool.
Yeah. Unless you're that guy in PE that's trying way too hard. That's not cool.
Okay. There you go.
It's like, why are you sweating? We're playing ping pong.
Yeah. Having a phone conversation on a loudspeaker in public or blasting shitty music from a cheap, oversaturated BT speaker on public transport. Do people actually blast music on public transportation?
I'm not on it very much, but maybe. But that would be so annoying.
Maybe in different parts of the country they do that, but I have never witnessed someone do that. But, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't really mind, like, loud phone conversations because some people like just have bad hearing. Like I know my mom has to put her phone on speaker because she like can't hear like as well, and my dad talks really loud because he doesn't have the best hearing. So it's like that I understand, but I guess if you're doing it
depends where you're doing it though. Like if you're in a coffee there's certain places that maybe you shouldn't take a phone call.
Oh well, yeah, coffee shop you shouldn't for sure. But I'm saying if you're on a bus,
if you're in the back of an Uber, I don't think you should be on a super loud conversation.
Back of an Uber? What?
I feel like that's kind of disrespectful.
Dude, when you're in an Uber, you're like the guest.
I know, but you're getting a rating too. Like you're both serving each other.
You are not serving the Uber driver, bro. I think you're allowed to do.
I think it's disrespectful to be with somebody in an enclosed space and take a personal phone call. I think it's disrespectful.
What?
Yeah.
You think it's rude to take an Uber and answer a phone call?
Yeah.
What?
I think it's
Bro, you realize there's so many business people? Like,
yeah, I know.
Everybody in New York.
I think it's just that's just me personally. I think it's disrespectful.
That's wrong.
Okay, well, let me know if anyone agrees with me. I think that's disrespectful.
Bro, the whole point of an Uber is like you have to go somewhere and like they're just getting you from one place to another. You're not like trying to like entertain this person.
I'm someone that if I'm talking with somebody on the phone, I don't want somebody else. That's why I talk quietly on the phone. I think is I don't want someone to listen to my conversation. Like if I'm having a conversation with someone, it's between me and them.
But why?
So if I were driving an Uber, I would find it annoying if there's a guy in the back that's just like, oh yeah, bro, we're gonna go to the beach.
Well, maybe if they're talking like that, but if they're just like, oh, yeah, so can you call Cheryl and make sure she has all the forms, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's not many people go, oh, yeah, dude, let's fucking send it, bro. That's maybe like 1% of people.
I just think that if you're in an Uber, you shouldn't be doing that. That's just me.
I disagree entirely,
okay.
But that's okay.
That's good that we can disagree. Agree to disagree.
What the fuck is up with this? When people play their music loud at the gas pumps, has 55,000 upvotes.
I've never heard someone do that.
This just must be something in a different part of the world.
I don't know.
If you guys are, maybe it's like the Midwest or the East Coast or something, but
Who's playing music at a gas station?
I've never heard that in my life.
And you're there for a minute, 2 minutes.
Hating all genres of music except for the one they like. I learned this the hard way by only liking heavy metal and shitting on all other musics without giving them a chance as a teen. Metal's still my favorite, but all genres have good music. I agree with that. I think
I like most
like
genres of
I think
music.
it's fine to not like a genre. Like I just don't like country music, but like I've given it a chance. I just don't like it.
But have you?
I have. I've listened to it quite a bit of country music. I've gone to a country music festival. I've listened to a ton of country music. I just don't like it, but I don't think it's bad music. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
All right. To wrap this up here, I mean, there's a bunch in here that are good, but we want to get onto the segments so we don't drag this out too long. The last one here, being an asshole without a reason.
I think just being an asshole in general.
I mean, there's times
All
when
right, yeah.
you got to be an asshole.
Okay, yeah.
If someone punches me in the face, I'm going to be an asshole.
I don't think you're an asshole for that, though.
Well,
That doesn't
yeah.
make you an asshole.
Yeah. But why do people got to be mean, man? Why can't we just be cool?
I don't know.
Why can't we just like be nice to each other?
Yeah.
Like
Dude, things would be so much easier.
like let's just kiss each other.
Well,
Let's just all kiss each other, man.
no.
Let's have big kiss sessions.
We'd all have diseases.
You can't. Can you get? The only thing you can get from kissing is herpes. If they have lip herpes,
You can get mono.
Oh,
We'd all have mono.
loads of mono.
Chicken pox, maybe.
So hypothetically,
If you have a cut in your mouth and they have a cut in their mouth, AIDS or any STD.
okay.
Look, there's
Wow, you're really showing. This is kind of scary.
don't kiss.
The world
guys.
would end if there was like infinite kissing.
Yeah, if we all kissed in a line, so many diseases, we'd be wiped out.
Wow.
Imagine that. Just we could line up the whole world and we all just.
You had to kiss. Do you think that making out would be as exciting if like making out was equivalent to a hug? Like, would you still want to make out with your girlfriend if you like every time you saw someone you just made out with them? I don't know.
But hugging's still good.
Yeah, but I'm not like hyped. If I had a girlfriend, I wouldn't be just so hyped to give her a hug. You know?
Wow.
I mean, I'd be like, this is cool, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, dude, let's hug it out right now.
I'm a big hugger. I like hugs.
I like hugs. Everyone likes hugs.
Sounds like you
If
don't.
you don't like hugs, you're a psychopath.
Kind of sounds like.
Do you
don't like
think
hugs.
that if people were always naked, that you would still like tits and ass
Yes.
equally as much?
Maybe not equally.
Okay, so maybe a little less.
Yeah. Why do we wear clothes? Maybe it's for
It's
warmth.
just- Well, yeah. I mean, originally it was for warmth, and I think it was just that became the norm.
Yeah.
Screw clothes.
Yeah. Let's just be naked now.
Yeah.
John, who is your A of the week?
All right, my A of the week is the LA scooter meetup. You see that? Hear about that?
No.
So I lived in LA for a while, for 6 months, and it was great. And I met this one guy who
I thought it wasn't great.
I mean, the job wasn't great. LA's cool.
Okay.
I like LA.
Okay.
And one of the guys that I met, I actually first met him when I was in college down there, but he's like really into photography and videography, and he's really into cars. And he would always go to these car meetups, and he asked me to go a couple times, but I was always really scared because the people who seem to go to these car meetups seem to be kind of like scary people, like who probably, I don't know, just involved with the wrong crowds, I feel like.
Okay.
You know, it's just like these people that drive really fast. They just, why you act?
I
You
don't
don't get
know
weird vibes from car people?
I don't know.
Car people scare me.
My dad's a car person.
No, not your dad. Like 18-year-old car people
Okay. That
that are really into just like
they do kind of scare. Okay.
kitting out their cars,
Yes.
going crazy,
yes,
probably
yes,
do a
yes.
lot of drugs.
I agree.
It
Well, I don't know
kinda
about the drugs part, but they're just like
They're just crazy.
unnecessarily intimidating.
Yeah, like I feel like the car kids are the kids that would just jump, like do backflips off of their house onto pavement for fun.
Yeah, and they make fun of you for not knowing what a carburetor is.
Yeah, I'm like,
They're like, whoa, what kind of like fuel do you use in your RM7?
oh my, I don't know, dude.
I'm like, I just drive my car. I
Yeah.
put gas in my car. I don't know.
So, point being, I never went to one of these car meetups with him, but he would always send me videos of like, there's like hundreds of people that would meet up. I've only seen this ever happen in LA, but I think it happens here too. But they'd go at like 3 a.m. and literally meet up at these populated streets and just shut down streets, which is obviously illegal. But like they would block off whole streets and they'd all get out of their cars and like hundreds of people are in the
Just rev
street.
their engines. Rev their lawnmower engines.
Well, no, like the people that didn't have crazy cars would like park somewhere else and then meet there. But the people with the fancy cars would like do donuts and all this crazy shit in the road with hundreds of people standing around. And so obviously that's illegal. And every single time they would do it, eventually cops would get a call. The cops would come and like then everybody would just run. And it was more of like a game to see like who the fuck could get away from the cops. And then like people, so sometimes I'd be driving home from work, and if I got off at like midnight, it would be like 12:30, and sometimes there would be like 6 cars in a row that would go like 120 by me.
Jeez.
And they were probably leaving a car meet.
Wow.
So anyways, with all that being said,
Well, that sounds super lame. Not gonna lie.
no, I mean it's kind of cool. I didn't do it. If you see the videos, it's kind of cool. If you're into cars, I'm sure it's super dope.
Yeah, I'm just not.
But there was a scooter meetup. So you know, like those lime scooters that you can rent. So apparently, on Labor Day,
dude, hell yeah,
there was like a Facebook group that started or something, and just like probably like 1,000 people got like every bird scooter and lime scooter in LA,
dude,
and they all met up and they just mobbed down a street, and there was like 8 cop cars trying to. They were all had their sirens on, following them to like get them to leave, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, you can't stop them.
There's like
just
1,000 people, and so there was a bunch of videos on Twitter of just like hundreds of people on scooters just taking over LA. And
I'm down for that.
Yeah, I was like, that's not hurting anybody. It's fun.
I mean, if someone's like late for something,
yeah,
maybe they're giving birth.
Yeah.
Imagine how annoying that would be. You're trying to get to the hospital and your fucking scooters are going down the street.
It's like 500
guys are just like
scooters
on their little scooters.
Yeah. Ugh. So, anyways, I thought that was pretty cool. That was my A of the week. Who is your A, Kyle?
My A this week is a 74-year-old woman from India who gave birth to twins.
Oh.
So it's good and bad because, okay, the lady's name is Aramati Mangayama.
Okay.
Sounds like Japanese. She's Indian.
Okay.
Anyways, her and her husband have been trying to have kids for years, and they never were able to.
How many years? Because this lady
57 years.
Holy shit!
But unable to become pregnant, and she finally did it. She had twins.
She tried.
Yeah, her husband stood by her side, quote, like a rock. So she's got rock husband.
Was he like rock hard? Like
I'm sure he's been rock hard for 57 years, just trying to give her a baby.
Bro, they pounded for 57 years
with no babies. But this also sucks for the kids because
she's gonna
they're
die.
0 and her mom's 74 and dad's probably similar age.
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna be 15 and she'll be 89.
Might be dead by then.
Yeah.
That
really sucks.
That's kind of sad. Like,
who's gonna look over them?
I mean,
after that, because they don't have like other kids.
Whoa.
Anyways,
yeah.
I don't want to put a damper on it, but that's my A of the week because that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what's your F?
Cool. So this was an article that was posted right after It Chapter 2 came out. And apparently it says parents want posters for It Chapter 2 banned because they're giving their kids nightmares. Now,
isn't that the point?
It's supposed to be scary. And if you're a parent and you're complaining because a poster that you bought your child is giving your child nightmares, why don't you just take it down?
I don't think they bought them. I think they just are sitting up on billboards or whatever, or on the streets.
I say posters. When I think of a poster, I think of like something that you buy at the store.
I don't think they're buying their kids It 2 posters and then complaining about it.
Wait,
I think it's like an advertisement, like on the street. You see like posters on walls.
That's a billboard, though.
Not necessarily billboards, like at a stops or at a bus stop on the side.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. I guess, but
maybe that's what it means. Maybe that is posters. If it's posters, that's stupid if they're complaining about it.
But I don't even think.
It's not even that scary.
Yeah, it's just a clown, dude.
God,
people are so soft.
God,
just
honestly.
deal with a couple nightmares, you kids. Stop being a little bitch.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody had nightmares. I saw movies I shouldn't have seen when I was little.
I had a nightmare last night.
Yeah,
I had a dream I murdered someone,
and you had to cover up your murder.
Yeah, and they did deserve it in my dream.
I also had
stabbed
a dream
him with a knife
that I murdered someone.
Whoa,
I forget what it was, but I killed someone too.
Nice.
So I don't know. Regardless of what the situation is with the posters, I just think that's fucking stupid. Because either deal with it, your kids are gonna have a couple nightmares in their life, whatever, they're fine, and bro, there's been scary movie posters for years.
Yeah, I've never looked at a movie poster and been like that scared.
Yeah.
My F of the week is it's just me in fantasy football.
Oh yeah.
I'm 0-1 in both my leagues, and it's the kind of thing that like ruins your weekend. And
I mean, if you're
it hurts.
that invested,
I'm that invested. It just
this is a scary time of year because you're so invested that football could determine like if you're gonna have a good day or a bad day.
Yeah, I even caught myself like kind of being snappy with people.
Whoa.
And I was like, I had to take a step back and just remind myself, this isn't real life. Come on, you're fine.
I feel like your mom's like, hey Kyle, like what do you want to get for dinner tonight? You're like, I don't fucking care, Mom.
It wasn't that
My
bad.
team lost, okay? Going through a lot right now.
It was actually what was annoying was I couldn't log into the ESPN app to check how I was doing. And that was stressful for a while because I didn't know how I was doing.
You have a laptop.
No, I know. I couldn't log into that either.
Oh, you couldn't log into
I was out for the whole first games.
Wow, dude. One whole game.
I know. What would have been worse is if I had a last minute injury that I needed to sub someone out and I wouldn't have been able to. Luckily that didn't happen, but that would have pissed me off. That would have ruined my day. That's my F. So what's your reunion this week?
Okay. All right. My reunion this week is a guy that most people kind of fucking hate him, and his name is Kevin Spacey. So I saw an article the other day that kind of sparked this idea, but basically it said Kevin Spacey performs with Spanish street band after sexual assault case dropped. So this was 4 days ago.
It got dropped?
Yeah, apparently the
so
case
is he like
has been
in
dropped.
the clear now?
I mean, legally, but not like
Yeah, people still hate him.
in the industry. But yes, legally, I think sounds like he's clear now. And this was his first public appearance. He was singing with a Spanish street band. But so I found this article because I was really curious. Like, I knew the general idea that like some kid accused him of sexually assaulting him in a bar that was underage, and then I don't know. I didn't really know what else happened. So I looked up this article and I found a timeline of the different events that happened. And so I just wanted to go through some of them.
Okay.
Back in October 2017, October 30th, this kid named Anthony Rapp claims that Spacey made a sexual advance towards him when he was 14. Rapp, who's now 46, so 32 years later, claims Spacey laid on top of him at a party at the actor's apartment in 1986, and he was trying to seduce him.
Ew.
Why was a 14-year-old
at a
party
that Kevin Spacey was at
in 19? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
How like that? How does a 14-year-old get in there?
Maybe he was famous too. I don't know.
Maybe.
Ew.
So then in a statement right after that, Spacey claims he has no memory of that. He apologizes for what would have been a deeply inappropriate drunken behavior, blah, blah, blah. Spacey comes out and says that, like, he has been with both men and women. So he never directly says that he's gay. He said he's just been with both men and women, and he's choosing to be with men now.
Okay.
So then November 2017, so just like a bunch of shit happened within the first few days. After that came out, Netflix announced that it will not be involved with any further production of House of Cards that includes Kevin Spacey. So I'm not sure, but I believe that they did release one more season, but they had to kill off his character.
Oh, really?
Do you know?
I'm not sure. I never watched it. I heard it was a good show, though.
Yes. No, it was a really good show, and that's what sucks is he was like a phenomenal actor, and like everybody loved the show. And then this happened like going into what was going to be the last season. And I'm not sure if the show got canceled or if they just killed off his character. But I mean, it's not going to be good when you kill off the main character. So then, I don't know if you knew about this, but then different people came out with allegations against Kevin Spacey.
Okay.
So another guy, a couple days later on November 8th, new allegations emerged, including an American filmmaker who says he was groped and sexually harassed by Spacey as a 22-year-old crew member. So now, like, it's one thing if one person says it, but when multiple people come out and say that you groped them,
you're
gets
probably
a
a
little weird.
groper.
Yeah, so
Serial groper. What is groping?
I think groping is
just like grabbing private
or
parts.
like kind of like rubbing up against.
Is that grope?
I think a grope is like you're not like if you're like
unwanted touching, maybe.
Yeah, unwanted touching or like really close to them.
Yeah.
Like I think if I was to be behind you breathing really hard on your ass, that would probably be groping, even though I'm not touching you. You know?
Yeah. Can breath grope? If you breathe on my ass,
I think that could be groping. Yeah.
Huh.
All right.
You'd
let
have
me
my
find
consent,
this.
so it's fine.
Then, December 24th, 2018. So over a year later, I don't know if you remember this, but I was with Willig when this happened.
I was in Europe.
But he releases a video on his own YouTube channel. Kevin Spacey drops a video where he's in character of Frank Underwood, who is the character of House of Cards.
Okay.
So he was doing like his accent, his voice, the way he talks, and he was in like a kitchen, and it was just this like, I don't know if it was 3 or 4 minute monologue thing of him, like this speech that he made, but he was pretending to be Frank Underwood, but he was talking about how like, I don't know what it was, some shit about like, oh, you guys believe things you hear without any facts, and you don't, like, you just pick up on it and you just run with whatever you hear. You believe whatever you want to believe.
That's
like
creepy.
Shit like that. And the whole idea was he was basically trying to say that like this isn't true and you guys are believing these lies. But I guess he wanted to do it as his House of Cards character, so there's less personal attachment to it. Maybe.
Okay, maybe not the best way to go about it.
Yeah, like everyone, like it got a bunch of weird.
It rubs people
like,
the wrong way.
Yeah, people hated it and they're like, this is just fucking weird. Like whether or not it was true, it was just a weird way to go about it.
Mm-hmm. That sucks that there's like almost no way to prove whether or not it's true.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to take the survivors at their word. But it's like, if there's no proof, then it sucks.
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't know what happened.
And there have been cases where people lie about it.
Yeah. Oh, and he...
Maybe just stay silent.
When he was like staying silent and kind of disappeared for a while, he had one public appearance where the only time that people heard about him doing anything in public, he was in Rome and he performed a spoken word poem about a boxer making a comeback.
Oh god.
So maybe it was like he was the boxer and he had been.
Imagine you just had a random coffee shop and Kevin Spacey walks up.
Like, what the fuck?
Like, what? I'm in Rome.
Yeah. So
Damn.
I don't know. Kind of a strange situation, but that's what we know so far. So, anyways, moving on. Kyle, what's our word of the week before we wrap it up?
Okay. See, I'm still on the same website that I had that one time when I had those really big words that made no sense. But it's just because some of these words I didn't even know there were words for some of these things.
Okay.
So
like
this
what?
word is Cialoquent.
Cialis?
No. It is spraying saliva while speaking.
Oh.
That is a pet peeve of mine.
I do that a lot on the podcast.
Yeah, you do. Like, if you're talking to me, don't spit in my face.
I've been Cialoquent a couple times today.
Yeah. So Sammy Sprinkler is very Cialoquent.
He's the king of Cialoquent.
Very Cialoquent.
All right. Well, on that note, we're going to wrap it up here. This was a fun episode. This was probably one of our longer episodes, so hopefully you guys did enjoy that. I don't know. I think when we first started the podcast, we wanted it to be like an hour or less, but I feel like...
We're always kind of hovering around an hour.
Yeah, but I feel like, I don't know, an hour 10 is a good amount, I feel like, for what we want to do, and we want to talk about for a good amount of time and then have enough time for the segments. This one was probably like an hour 30 or something, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let us know. Once again, I just want to say thank you for all the continued support over the last few months. It's been super awesome, and I have a ton of fun doing this podcast. This is probably the most fun I've had doing anything content-wise in a while, and
agreed.
I don't know. It'll be super dope to go back and watch these episodes in a few years. I went back and rewatched the first episode the other day, and it's not even like, it's only been a few months, and it was just so much bad, worse. It was just the topics were fine. It was just the confidence of speaking and knowing how to build off of one another. Yeah. That's the biggest thing is I think at the beginning we didn't know how to know when to talk or when the other person's going to talk or like how to interject and stuff. And I think we got a lot better at that. Yeah. So I don't know. Anyways, thank you all so much. Be sure to leave a rating and review. If you guys have an iDevice, it would help us out a lot.
That would be super nice.
A lot of people like to use Spotify, which unfortunately you can't leave a rating on. But if you like to use the Apple Podcast app, you can search Peak to Middle School, go to the bottom, rate it 5 stars, write something delightful.
Juicy.
Anyways, Kyle, where can they follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at KyleSafford36. You can follow the podcast at Pim's Podcast on Instagram
Mix it up.
and Twitter.
Don't say the same shit. Say something different.
We post
that sounds
part
the same.
of episodes, certain sections of episodes that are about a minute long. You could call them clips. We post clips
God damn it.
on Instagram and Twitter. Check them out. A lot of you guys follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram
that's our biggest thing.
That's what we've seen like the most success and growth in.
That's our bread and butter.
Yeah, and I don't know, it's really awesome. So if you guys ever want to share us on your story or tweet at us or message us, if you guys ever want to like say anything about the show and you ever want to get in contact with us, we respond to everybody's DMs unless you're
just super annoying
or like some people message us and they're like, yo, put me on the podcast, and they don't even follow us.
You don't follow us.
You don't,
we don't know you.
Yeah, so
it's not really our thing here.
But yeah, if you guys ever want to message us, we'll definitely respond. So with all that being said, you can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Twitter and Instagram. You can also subscribe to my personal YouTube channel called The Narwhal, or my third YouTube channel called The Movie Sloth, where I do movie and show reviews and movie-related content. And with all that being said, we will see you guys on Monday.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.